Hello and welcome to the Waratah Championship Wrap. I'm Steve Carfino. This is the finals edition, which took place in Maitland. Let's go to the ladies semifinal number 1, where it was Hills up against Norse. And Hills smothering defense all over Renee Camino. They kept fresh girls on her, and it took its toll. Just 13 of 33 from the field, while the Samuel sisters and Kate Oliver combined for 58 points and 31 rebounds to get her done in the semi. The Penrith Big Three got 60 points and 26 rebounds in an effort to try and win that one over, but it was a Jamie Kennedy drive through the lane like Moses parting the Red Sea, which sent that game into overtime, and then it was the overall fitness of the Spiders that just wore down the Penrith Panthers and got the win in semifinal number 2. Hills decided to load up in the Youth League Championship, and it may have cost them the Championship League because going against Hornsby, that was a gamble. They used all that defensive pressure to pressure passes, rebounds, shots, passing lanes, and it was just the energy. They were in better shape than the Hills Hornets. I caught up to Shannon Seebohm after the game. This is what he had to say, and then after that, we get a shot with the MVP of the finals, Katie-Rae Ebzery.
Fresh off their championship win, we got a chance to catch up with Shannon Seebohm. Congratulations. Looked like your team was completely prepared for this final weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't say completely, but you know, all year, like we just had 12 girls in practice every week, worked their butt off. Like you said, this season, better group of girls.
In the semi-final, I mean, you really dodged the bullet there against the very tough Penrith, skilled players. It looked like you wore them down over here, especially in overtime.
Yeah, no, look, super talented team. We just knew if we kept running and running and running, eventually, you know, we were hoping we'd wear them out. And it took, I think, 43 minutes, but, you know, eventually we got there. And I'm just so thankful I had such a good group of girls that were consistent and, you know, just stayed with the process.
So Hills have been tough all year long. Were you surprised how one-sided the final was?
Oh, absolutely, mate. You know, we've played them a couple of times. It's been really close both times. And again, they've got a lot of talent. I think we just had a good day. We executed that game plan defensively, and we're able to take care of it on the other end. So,
all right, congratulations. You know, right? Not many coaches can finish the season off on a win. Shannon Seebohm has done that.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
We get all the talent on the Waratah Championship Wrap or preview or just interviews. Katie-Rae Ebzery, MVP of the finals. That must be on.
Definitely. I mean, we had some tough games this weekend, and to finish it off with the championship is always great, and to play pretty well is a bonus as well.
Are you surprised at the lopsided outcome, especially since Hills have been so good all year?
Definitely. I think, you know, we were just a little bit bitter today. We were able to back up a little bit better, and we knew that that was going to be a factor. Fatigue would come into it, and we were just trying to put the pedals to the floor and keep it going, and we knew we'd come out winners in the end, and it played out that way.
You guys went on a little bit of a run in the regular season towards the end. You think it was the fitness over the year? Because this finals weekend, you look completely fitter than your two opponents.
Yeah, no, definitely. We get to training, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. The girls are up and down. We train really hard, so I think that really played a factor in playing, you know, back-to-back games this weekend. Yeah, it was definitely a positive for us.
And how about you? This is the first time I've ever seen you play over a couple of games in a row. It just seemed like your offense was feeding off of your team's defense.
Yeah,
you personally.
Yeah. I mean, I love the way that we play defense. So up and in, and we can run off that and play in transition, which is what I like to do. So, yeah, it's a little bit up and down, but, you know, that's sort of pre-season for you in general, in sense of WNBL coming up and that type of stuff. But it's good to play with the Hornsby girls and get that championship.
In the men's semifinal number 1, it was the Sutherland Sharks without their coach B.J. Carter going up against Ben Knight's Norse Bears. In Sutherland, they lived by the 3, and in the semifinal, they died by it, going just 6 of 32 outside the land of plenty, while the Norse Bears were consistent, shooting 50% from the field and 43% outside the arc. Great game in semifinal number 2 between the Sydney Comets and the Manly Seagulls, but it was the matchup zone of the Comets which really stymied the shooting of the Manly Seagulls. They got down by as many as 22, but they came storming back, had a lead, but it was a Blake Borgia 3 from 30 feet which sent the game into overtime, and then it was Luke Kendall time. Big shot Luke hit 6 points in the overtime to get that win. The big matchup in Maitland came down to two teams. It was the Sydney Comets and, of course, the Norse Bears. That matchup zone that the Comets used against Manly did not work against the Norse Bears. They shot the lights out, and their star player was, of course, Tommy Garlepp. But I caught up with the coach, Ben Knight, after the game. This is what he had to say.
Well, they've been the dominant team all year, but you got to get it done in the finals. You got to hit shots. You got to make plays. You guys were able to do it. Congratulations on winning the men's championship.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I thought we got a lot of offense, a lot of detail, I guess, over the years you've learned, and there's a lot of structure to it. But really, if we get the stops and run, it's been that all year. It's been our system, and had to change a few things around without Jared around. So great for him to be in Germany. But I think Tommy Garlepp stepped up at the right time, and it's been a really positive season again.
Were you surprised how well you guys handled that? I mean, he is a dynamic player, one of the best in the competition. We're able to do it without a wrinkle.
Well, there's a couple of hiccups, I guess, but really the style of getting those easy ones with him just flat out with his speed. So we had to be a little slower, and we started to go a little bigger. And I think, as you saw, the Comets went a bit of a run too, going with three bigs and sort of work on that through. So it's, it was good. It was challenging. But I think some good adjustments were made, and we got it done in the end.
Do you feel like you had a good year coaching-wise? You had to make some adjustments, and you guys were still able to get it done?
I feel it's probably my best year. I feel it's third year with this group, 5, 6, 7 guys each year. The culture we've tried to build and where we're trying to handle it. I think it's been really fun to be a part of it. It's got its ups and downs, and I think the season, if it's a little shorter, would help. Just because I always lose guys to college and whatnot. It was another solid year.
Player right there. A little photo bomb. What's next for the Norse Bears?
I've got another season. I've got another year with him, so I guess we will sit back, address some issues, see where some guys are at, how we'll move forward. He wants to put their hand up and go again. There's a big commitment for these guys, and financially, time. Some of these guys are travelling an hour and a half to get the practice. And so it's we just sit back and see where we're at and where we want to head next year. We're definitely really trying to take it up a level, see if we can. Get some extra tournaments maybe in the off-season would help, but really pleased with the effort. It's quite sunk in because it was such a challenging weekend.
Okay, congratulations. Ben Knight, a fan of the Rap.
Wrapping it up.
Outstanding year in the Waratah Championship League and outstanding players, so it was a close battle between the most valuable players of the men's and the women's. Let's announce first the men's. It was Daniel Seebohm from the Sutherland Sharks, and moving on to the ladies, from the Penrith Panthers, Rohani Cox. Now for the men's All-Star 5, starting with the Norse Bears at the guard position. Jared Weeks had a fantastic year. Also the guard position, Daniel Seebohm from the Sutherland Sharks. The forward is Kevin White from the Manly Seagulls. The other forward was Callum Jenkins from the Central Coast Crusaders. And at center, Tom Dawson. Now for the ladies. At the guard position, Renee Camino from the Norse Bears. The other guard is Katie-Rae Ebzery from the Hornsby Spiders. At one forward, Rohani Cox from the Penrith Panthers. The other forward, Casey Samuels from the Hills Hornets. And at center, Jamie Lee Samuels from the Hills Hornets. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did on the Waratah Championship wrap and the previews. Remember, if there's anything exciting, make sure you shoot it to us at Basketball New South Wales or tweet me at Carfino Magic. See you next time something in basketball happens.